Hi everybody, I'm in Independence, not far from the Temple lot. We're at Lexington Street in Walnut, and this is one of the places where you can actually see downtown Kansas City. I don't know if you can see it on your screen. Hopefully you're looking at this on a big screen, but just right down there, down that street, you can see downtown Kansas City. And so you may have read that the Temple lot overlooks the Kansas City area, and that's what it's talking about. And what I wanted to do in this video is check out the UN Peace Plaza. Let me know in the comments if you knew already that this was here or not. But yeah, there's just so many interesting things to see in Independence. In a recent video, we talked about how Harry S. Truman is from here. This is the site of the 3 trails: the Santa Fe Trail, California Trail, and Oregon Trail. They all started here in Independence. Of course, we have the Temple lot over there, the site of the future New Jerusalem. But on top of all that and other things, you have the UN Peace Plaza. And it looks like it's in a little bit of a state of disrepair. We're missing the A, Z, and A at the end of Plaza. So for right now, I guess it's just UN Peace PL. But it's an interesting site. It does mostly work. You have these lights right here, and then there's a fountain, although I may have spoken too soon because it doesn't look like it's on right now. Maybe it's just because of the time of the year. I have no idea. Last time I was here, the fountain was on, but it was like this part right here was filled up and it was spilling over the edge onto the plaza. So maybe they realized that and turned it off until they have some money to fix it. I'll be interested to see how long that takes. Again, I don't know that it's broken. Maybe they already did fix it and maybe they just turn it off at this time of the year. But you have this statue of a girl with a dove, and they have a miniature of this statue over there at the Community of Christ Temple. I was in there when they had their 2025 World Conference. It seems like most of the conference takes place in the auditorium, but they also have other meetings and events that take place in the temple, including the 2025 World Expo, where you had all these like booths set up inside. Some of them were like for activism, some of them had products that they were selling, and there were just different things in there. But I was able to go inside, tour it. That's one of my first videos on this channel. I don't know if I got video of their miniature of this statue, but they have one in there. Yeah, I mean, this plaza, I have to say, it's probably not the best place. It's not the best looking place. You have somebody's half-eaten cookie or something. It actually kind of looks good, but I'm not going to eat that. This bench, it looks like there was something right there. Maybe the name of the donor or someone that, yeah, donated to pay for the bench or something. You have all these bricks over here that have people's names on them, people that I guess donated money for this. In fact, let me see if I can find it. I think it's over here. Oh, I hadn't seen this before. Ambassador Kamalesh Sharma, but that's not who I was looking for. Okay, I don't know if it's on this side. Maybe it's on this side. Oh, there it is. There it is. Now, I guess I can't say for sure, but I don't know how many Neil Diamonds there are out there, but we have a brick that has the name of Neil Diamond. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he donated some money toward this. Let's look at some of these others. I'm just going to see if there's any names that stick out. I like this. James Clark, U.S. Army. I don't know who James Clark is, but I do know I like the U.S. Army. Army, huh? Let's see what else we have. Yeah, I'm not really recognizing any other names. And there's a bunch of bricks that are blank. And then it kind of starts back up over here. Let's see, Kansas Democrat, 2005 Advocate for Humankind, Mary M. Blythe. 2005 seems relatively recent. I don't know when they built this. There's one from, let's see, 2008, 2005, 4, 6, 6, 2010. Tahitian delegation in Shawnee Drive congregation. Okay. So I think 2010 is the latest date that I've seen on these bricks. I don't know if people can still purchase a brick. I wonder how much it costs. Maybe I'll do it, and I'll have my name here on the UN Peace Plaza. So over here you have a security camera, but I don't know if that's I don't know if that's functioning right now, unless like they're really concerned about this specific area right here. Oh my gosh. And then they got, you know, the three flags. Thankfully the United States is in the middle, and then you got the UN flag right there, and then the flag of the state of Missouri. But yeah, I don't know. I like that it adds some character to this area. It also adds to the feeling that this location, you know, the temple lot, is a global place, and it definitely will be in the future. Sorry for my shadow here. Let me step to the side. That doesn't really help that much. Okay, Rotary International, Mankind is Our Business. Rotary Club of Independence, 2001 to 2002. The UN Peace Plaza. Established by the Greater Kansas City chapter of United Nations Association to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the founding of the United Nations. On June 27th, 1945, in the nearby Community of Christ Auditorium, right there, President Harry S. Truman, or sorry, it just says President Harry Truman formally announced that the United Nations was a signatory, formally announced that the United States was a signatory to the UN. I don't even know what that means. Does that mean that's when the United States joined the UN? Or I don't know what that means. And I don't care enough to look it up. So if you want to, please do it and then put it in the description box. Quote, "History has bestowed on us a solemn responsibility. We failed before to give a genuine peace. We dare not fail this time. We must not repeat the blunders of the past." Well, good luck with that. Unfortunately, I think prophecy is going to be fulfilled. At the very least, you know, we have this final war in Israel, but that's not really the point of this video or this channel. And then it has the architect, Theus Doolittle Associates, sculptor Tom Corbin, general contractor J.E. Dunn Construction Company, steering committee I don't know what that is. William H. Dunn Sr., Norman E. Swales, James A. Everett, Kevin P. Flattery. Caution, wet surfaces, persons wading or playing in or around fountain is prohibited. Well, it's not even possible today, but I guess you still can't go in there. That's against the rules. They do have a trash can over here, so that's good. I wish that the people that left their cookies and stuff would have used it. Oh, and there is some garbage in there. Sorry, this isn't the most eloquent video that I've ever done, but I don't know. I feel like excuse me, I feel like even though this isn't a church, is not a church site, it's still noteworthy because of its location, and so why not document it? And then you have something over here. You got a big slab and some pipes coming up out of the ground. That probably has, I'll bet that has something to do with the fountain. Don't you think? That probably has something to do with the fountain. Maybe that's where you turn the water on and off and service the fountain. But this is at, you know, when you take this whole piece of land right here, it comes to a point over here at this intersection of Lexington and Walnut. Lexington wraps around like this, and it's one of the streets that go by the Temple lot on the north side, and then you have Walnut that goes on the south side of the Temple lot, past the auditorium, the Temple lot, and then over to the Independence Visitor Center. So those two roads intersect, and then as you go that way on Lexington, it becomes Chrysler. And a little while ago I did a video over there because there's a Restoration Branch chapel. I believe that they're a break off from the RLDS, which is now Community of Christ, and they have a chapel that looks like the Kirtland Temple, like the windows resemble the Kirtland Temple. And right now, again, it's probably too small, but can you see that building in downtown Kansas City? So like look right here, and underneath the traffic light post right here, the horizontal one, you might be able to see downtown. I just think that that's neat. I mean, hopefully you can also see the fact that the land slopes downward like that, and when you go down that street, it goes down a hill. When you read different documents about like journals and documents and stuff about the Temple lot, it talks about the fact that it's at an elevated location. It's like the most elevated location in this area. And once you get over to the other side of the Temple lot, it starts to go down. And that's where you have the Community of Christ Temple, the Independence Visitor Center. It's at a lower elevation than the Temple lot itself. And then on another day, I'm going to do another video over there at the Flournoy house at Heritage Plaza. There's actually 3 different things to see over there, but the one that we'd be most interested in as members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints would be the Flournoy house, which is that red house right there. I already did a video, but it doesn't have any commentary. If you want to go see it now, just go back on my channel. But I'll go back there and we'll do commentary, and we'll read the signs and talk about the significance of that house. Okay, that's gonna be for this one. I'll talk to you guys later.